Uganda is located in the tropics at the very heart of Africa. Cut into two by the equator, Uganda is the heartbeat of Africa. Uganda has both dry and wet weather and is able to sustain 2 farming seasons in a year. Uganda's location, astride the equator, and the wonderful weather make it an all-round tourist destination. She is the Pearl of Africa. Uganda's over 34 million people is part of a total of 150 million East Africans, presenting a solid economic bloc that should be of interest to an intended investor in the country. Uganda has an educated, adaptable, and trainable labor force, which has been growing at the rate of 2.9% per annum. The World Labor Flexibility Index ranks Uganda at par with the USA, which is number 1. This means Uganda has the most flexible labor market in the world. Uganda is a rich mosaic of cultures. Her over 50 tribes represent diversity of heritage in unity of a people that has also embraced modernization. Uganda's economy is made up of agriculture, industry, and the services sector. Uganda currently ranks 120th out of 185 countries by the World Bank's Doing Business Report 2013. Uganda has sustained economic growth at an average rate of 7% per annum. Uganda has a good macroeconomic policy framework. The key aspects of this macroeconomic policy framework includes foreign exchange liberalization, privatization, and public-private partnerships. Uganda's vision is to have a transformed Ugandan society from peasant to modern and prosperous country by 2040. The transport sector has 2 subsectors: transport infrastructure and transport services. The existing transport services include the road network, air transport, the railway, and water transport. The transport subsector contributes 2.5% of Uganda's GDP. The total national road network is estimated at close to 80,000 kilometers, of which 4% is paved. The government has placed priority on development and maintenance of road infrastructure in the next 10 years. The government intends to put in place a high volume of public transport systems to manage traffic levels in the country. Uganda, through the Uganda National Roads Authority, is searching for private investors to partner with under the public-private partnership to finance the different aspects of the transport sector. Entebbe International Airport is located 35 kilometers away from the capital city, Kampala. It is Uganda's main point of entry by air and an important regional hub with both local, regional, and international airlines. The commercial traffic at Entebbe International Airport for both international and domestic flights increased from 19,000 in 2006 to over 25,000 in 2011. The number of international landed passengers increased from over 250,000 to close to 600,000 passengers over the same period. Entebbe Airport handles over 2 million tons of goods monthly, and this is just a quarter of its capacity. An evenly distributed and well-maintained country network of airfields operated by the Civil Aviation Authority provides scheduled and chartered flights to various destinations in the country. The government of Uganda intends to increase the volume of passengers and freight cargo conveyed on the rail network. The plan involves rehabilitating an existing rail network and to increase the haulage capacity and procure additional passenger and cargo locomotives. The railway system is expected to provide cost-effective transport systems for both passenger and cargo. %18 of Uganda's surface area consists of lakes, rivers, and swamps. Lake Victoria, the largest freshwater lake in Africa, provides effective marine transport in the Great Lakes region. It also provides opportunities for water sport, boat cruises, and waterfront investment. Government of Uganda identified the private sector as the engine of economic growth. Uganda government offers a fair incentive of packages in form of tax exemptions and holidays that provide generous capital recovery terms, especially if the project entails significant investment in plant and machinery. The creation of Uganda's Investment Authority marked a turning point in the country's investment policy. The authority is a one-stop shop of free services set up in partnership with Uganda Revenue Authority, Immigration Department, and the Uganda Registration Services Bureau that fast-tracks a potential investment into an established entity anywhere in the country. The authority has set up business and industrial parks both in the city and in all regions of the country to enable investors have easy access to land. Value chains for products such as building materials, cooking oil, beef, food and beverages, plastics are areas that offer vast investment opportunities. Uganda is already a formidable player in the sub-region stock exchange. There are 7 cross-listed Kenyan firms on Uganda's share markets. These include Kenya Airways, Kenya Commercial Bank, Nation Media Group, among others. The World Bank, in its economic update on Uganda 2013, forecasts that Uganda will enjoy good growth prospects and fiscal imbalances will remain under control. To enable trade and commerce to grow, Uganda's financial sector has been able to make transactions and financial services much easier and smoother. The government liberalized the management of exchange rates and left them to the market forces. This has enabled foreign investors and visitors to bring in any amount of money and repatriate their earnings as when they deem necessary. Uganda's economy is currently served by commercial banks, development banks, and a growing stock foreign exchange outlets. Easier financial policies have led to rapid increase in the level of forex-dominated private sector credit. This will continue to boost growth in private investment in the medium term and will continue to gain momentum. For the most internal and external trade, Uganda Customs have been fast-tracked, making transactions much faster, thus saving time and greatly reducing bottlenecks that hinder trade. Pioneered by the Uganda Revenue Authority, these services have set exemplary benchmarks in the rest of East Africa's sub-region. The process of democratization has ensured that Uganda is politically stable, which has been critical in attracting investment. Since 1989, Uganda has held regular elections, a crucial ingredient necessary for stable democratic governance. Uganda boasts of a growing and vibrant middle class that is engaged in the building of the economy through provision of professional services in the medical sector, engineering services, medical services, legal services, investment advisory services, agricultural research, and real estate development, to mention only a few. Uganda values its human resource, and country's excellent educational institutions ensure that Uganda gets high-quality education to forge ahead and grow its economy. Education is a top priority sector for the government. It is regarded as an engine for acquisition and development of skills required in order to promote sustainable development. Education today is no longer the domain of government alone. It has been freed to allow private sector participation. As a result, Uganda has emerged at the forefront of providing education that meets the needs of investors in the sub-region. Investment opportunities occur at any level of the 7423 education system. Agriculture is a core sector of Uganda's economy. It contributes about 23% of GDP. Agriculture accounted for close to 50% of total exports in 2012. The sector provides the basis for growth in other sectors such as manufacturing and services. About 60% of Uganda's population is engaged in agriculture. The sector has grown at an average rate of 2.8% per year in the last 8 years. Farming is gradually becoming mechanized. There are commercial plantations that have grown from predominantly peasantry to large-scale farming and agro-processing and livestock. Investment opportunities exist in primary production, value addition, and services in the sector. Uganda is endowed with a unique biodiversity. The diversity of Uganda's wildlife has garnered international fame, especially for its population of large mammals. Uganda is the highest concentration of primates like the chimpanzees in the world. Lonely Planet singles out Uganda as the place where savanna meets the vast East African lakes and where snow-capped mountains bow down on sprawling jungles. But there's more to the Pearl of Africa. Apart from being home to half of the world's surviving mountain gorillas, Uganda is also blessed with half of Africa's bird species. Waterfalls, hot springs, forests, national parks, and unique climate, among others. Uganda was ranked by Lonely Planet as the world's most preferred tourism destination for the year 2012. She also has the source of the Nile, which has become a hub for adventure sports, mainly whitewater rafting, bungee jumping, kayaking, and sightseeing. Uganda's tourism sector has enjoyed sustained growth over the last 10 years. It is estimated that tourism earned Uganda close to $600 million in the financial year 2011-2012. This is higher than the cash crop sector earning. The private sector providers of tourist services are small and fragmented, providing immense opportunities for small and large-scale investment. Uganda's oil reserves are estimated at 3.5 billion barrels of oil as of June 2012, with most of it concentrated in the Albertine Graben. The oil reserves are likely to increase since exploration is ongoing. The government has plans to build a refinery in a move aimed at adding value to the crude oil, boosting employment for the locals, and creating opportunities for local entrepreneurs to provide services. The total energy consumption in Uganda is estimated at 93% biomass and only 7% electricity and oil products. Uganda generates its own electric power mainly from Nalubale, Kira, and Bujagali hydropower stations, although small hydropower stations are also making a significant contribution. The total installed capacity of electric power plants that feed into the national grid increased from 539 megawatts in 2010 to 819 megawatts in 2012, following the commissioning of Bujagali hydropower project. Although the consumption of electricity per capita is low, Uganda has an estimated hydropower potential of over 7,400 megawatts, most of this from hydropower and cogeneration. Exploitation of this potential will massively reduce the deficit with time. Uganda's mining sector is at an early stage of development. Uganda currently produces a number of minerals. In terms of output value, the most produced minerals as of the end of 2012 were limestone, cobalt, wolfram, tin, kaolin, and pozzolana. Its contribution to the GDP is small, but it has been growing steadily. Recent airborne surveys estimate that there are over 27 types of minerals in significant commercial viable reserves. Investment opportunities exist in prospecting, exploration, mine development, and exploitation and value addition. At the end of 2010, over 600 mineral prospecting and exploration licenses were issued. Uganda's ICT market is growing. Cumulatively, the annual growth rate is about 25%. This double-digit growth has been registered over the last 5 years since 2008. This sector is mainly comprised of voice and data communication services, ICT training, website development and maintenance, business process outsourcing, as well as custom software development. This upward trend is expected to continue as long as new players join the market. The bulk of investment expenditure has been in the rollout of mobile broadband solutions and other internet-related infrastructure. The third phase of the National Backbone Infrastructure Network is likely to be rolled out soon. The sector has grown at a phenomenal rate, especially in the areas of mobile devices, computer applications, information processing, storage and dissemination, as well as M-Finance, global connectivity, and online trade. The telecom and postal services account for over 3.3% of GDP. The sector dynamism is due to Uganda's good ICT legal and regulatory framework, a stable macroeconomic environment, and economic reforms pursued since the 1990s. Uganda's current housing stock is estimated at 5.28 million housing units, with an average household size of 5 persons. The sector on average accounts for 7.5% of Uganda's GDP. Its growth is attributed to rapid population growth, increase in disposable income, increase in foreign direct investment, and immigration remittances. Ugandans are by nature a house-owning society. In urban areas, 57% of all dwellings are rentals. The desire to own one's dwelling, increasing urbanization and population increase continue to drive business activity in the housing sector. As the capital city Kampala gets more congested, there are plans to build new towns and cities to ease this congestion. Investment opportunities are immense in the low and medium cost housing. Uganda's capital city and most of the major urban centers boast of modern, trendy restaurants. For the more adventurous, a number of restaurants offer a treat of some of Uganda's finest traditional cuisines. Uganda's nightlife is quite vibrant. For the visitor, there's no shortage of quality clubs and entertainment spots to visit. Local artists are ever too eager to light up your evening anywhere in Kampala. For a good quality life, a welcoming people, a good return on investment, you may consider Uganda, the heartbeat of Africa.